Hello and welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we are looking at, from Star Wars The Black Series and Star Wars The Clone Wars, ARC Trooper 5s. Now finally we have got this guy. I was almost giving up hope, even though we had Echo about 3 years ago, was it, I think. But yeah, we finally have got him here on the shelf, and it's the first time that 5s has ever actually officially come out. We've not even got a phase 1 or phase 2, so we've got an ARC Trooper here, and not even AliExpress have even delved into 5s yet, which is very strange. But yeah, he's looking really cool here on the box. We've got him on the front here in the nice rendering position here with a bit of smoke coming through. We've got that amber or the orange kind of look through the Clone Wars line here as well. 5s on the side, again looking pretty cool. And then come around to the back, we've got that picture once again, but in full. Here's number 16 in the Clone Wars line with a little bio at the top here. And then going around to the side, we've got him once again with his accessories, just 2 pistols and a removable helmet. So I guess without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. So here he is in his little cryo bag. And yeah, I mean, not really much going on here. We've only got the accessories up here, which I guess are his guns. And I've already peeped down here, and he's got his helmet on. So we're just going to pull him out for our first impressions. And not try and damage the figure. It seems to be in here quite tight, which is good, especially for packaging coming across overseas. So we just roll him out. And yeah, here is the main man himself. Looking pretty cool, I must say. That does look really small there on the top of his head there, so I guess you know what's going to be coming down further down the line. But yeah, he's looking quite cool. We're going to go away, take his pictures, and we see you in a moment. So welcome back. We've been away, we're taking this guy's pictures, and what can I say about this figure right from the outset? Well, we've reviewed this figure many a times. The only thing that makes this guy a little bit different is obviously his looks, making him look like 5s. And I think Hasbro have done a really good job here. However, there is a few little nitpicks I would say about the figure, and we can go into that as we go through the review. So first of all, this guy only comes with 3 accessories, and 2 of which are exactly the same. And the first of all is his little pistols here. They're done in a gun black plastic. Again, really nice details. You can see it holds it into his right hand there really nicely. However, they still yet to give us a trigger finger for the left hand side, which is really annoying. So this one on this side is held in his little holster. So we just pop this one out, and we can pop this into his holster as well, and then we can have a look at his third accessory, which is his helmet. And again, it's done in the 5s looks there. It looks all right. We'll go into more of the details as we go into the sculpt part and detail part of the actual review. But again, it's removable, showing the head on the inside, and it's the same one as we had before with Jesse and Echo. And popping that down, we've got the rangefinder as well, which is movable. So for me, I feel like the accessories is really missing out. I just feel like they need at least a rifle and a carbine as well. I think all standard clones come out. It gives them all these different extra looks they can have, and especially where they can't even hold both pistols at the same time without a bit of modification. It really kind of drives me a little bit cuckoo. So for me, it is a bit of a miss on his accessories. With that though, we can actually go to this guy's articulation, and he can go left and he can go right. He can look down this far, he can look up this far as well. He's got lower neck movement and upper neck movement, so he got a bit of swagger in there for a bit of personality. He got full rotation at the arm, but it's hindered by his pauldron, but it comes up to this far as well. And we've got a butterfly joint inside there as well. On his elbow, it's more than 90 degrees there, and also you've got rotation at the elbow as well, rotation at the wrist, and it's also on the hinge. And then we've got left and right, and he can crunch forward and back, and then we've got a bit of tilt there as well in his diaphragm. Leg wise, come up this far, they can go forward, they can go back, and they are hindered by the karma, unfortunately. But you've got rotation at the upper leg, and you've got rotation at the knee, and then you've got a single knee joint that goes up to more than 90, and then you've got the rocker and pivot at the ankle. So yeah, as this guy almost got figure of the year last year, is definitely a pass there for your articulation. You can get them in loads and loads of different places, and even though this bit here is plastic, it doesn't really stop from hindering the actual movement too bad, to be honest. It is a pretty good soft, durable plastic. But where this guy really comes into play is obviously his looks. He is now 5s. We have 5s on the actual shelf, and yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. Like, starting at the helmet, it does look a little bit off. This kind of moon part around here, it just looks really, really small. And your Hasbro, you're so close in getting it right, and you just like fall so far from the tree at the exactly the same time as well, which is really annoying. So I'll just move this guy over this side, and on this part of the camera I shall put up the vintage collection. And as you can see with the vintage collection picture, it just looks 10 times better straight away. It almost like the size of the print is made for this guy, and this guy's print was for the vintage collection. It just doesn't look right. And looking at the actual official pictures as well, you can see the actual size of that sort of moon crest there is definitely, I don't know if it's a moon crest or not, but you can see it's definitely a lot smaller on the figure itself. However, looking at the rest of the figure and the actual paintwork, it's really crisp, a really nice blue around as well, a little bit kind of scruffy a bit up here on the black brow, kind of gives it a little bit of a misshapen look, but apart from that, it isn't too bad. Nice silvers around on there as well, and around on the back. I do feel like it's missing this sort of like the imperial grey around here as well. Maybe he doesn't have it in the actual show, but I think it would definitely add to the just more to the detail at least. And then looking down at the rest of the figure, we've got greys and the blacks on the pauldrons here. We've got that nice sort of shaped triangle here with the line through there on the front, and then coming down to his arms, pure blue all the way down on both sides. And then you got that wrist rocket and sort of flamethrower parts there with nice buttons all painted really nicely as well. And then coming down to his karma and his belt pouches and stuff, you can see the different colours here. They've used like a dark blue, we've got a greyish black, and then it goes back onto the blue parts down here as well. So there is quite a nice lot of blend of different plastics here, which is pretty cool. They're all sort of moulded differently as well. And then you got this karma with the kind of blue sort of like chevrons going down there as well. And then the rest of the legs, it's just all blue once again with the stripes going around his legs and the greys. So yeah, I think the paintwork on there is really good, and obviously on the backpack as well. So really crisp lines and stuff on there. They haven't really gone for any sort of battle damage or anything like that. I can't even remember if Echo is battle damage. No, we added the battle damage on there. And then taking off his helmet, we can have a closer look at his head, and we've got the Tamara Morrison look on there. We've got his little goatee as well, which is pretty cool. And then you've got that number 5s on the side there. So yeah, looking really good and really nice figure. It's just a shame about that helmet detail. It probably lets down the figure in general. So it is a nice little nitpick there, but it is definitely a pass for me for the looks anyway. I think it is 5s. So yeah, I'm not too fussed about it. And even so, if you don't need to upgrade it, it still looks like a really good figure. But stay tuned, because we will do an upgrade for this figure and give him the upgrades that he needs to blend him in line with the rest of the crew. So yeah, I mean, that is 5s here. I think it is a gold figure. It does miss out on the accessories and stuff there, but I feel it is a necessary figure to have in your collection. So for me, it is definitely a solid gold here. It just looks really cool, really nice as well. I think Jesse just fell short because the helmet was a really annoying detail that they already had in their stock system. So with that, we can actually bring in ARC Trooper Echo anyway, and we can bring in ARC Trooper Jesse. The other sort of concern as well is that Jesse had really wobbly legs compared to these. Actually, 5s doesn't suffer with that. It just only seems to be Jesse that has these sort of like weird, sort of a little bit of a looser legs. But yeah, it's really nice to have these free finally on the shelf. It just felt years ago, it just felt like it was never going to happen, and now it has. So yeah, I'm really excited for these guys. So yeah, I can't wait to do an upgrade. So stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and ding that bell so you don't miss out on that episode. You can join the channel for 99p or 99 cents. And until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye!